I used the 30 months questionnaire to fill out the ages and stages questionnaire. I interviewed a mother and her 2.5-year-old son, which I met at a mother-child play group. We stayed at the playroom after one of the meetings and filled out the questionnaire together. Max did quite well during the questionnaire. He was able to fulfill most of the tasks. During the communication, he scored 60 out of 60. He did everything well. He was able to point at pictures. He was able to find items and put other items where they belonged. He was able to speak small sentences, have to go potty, want to go outside. He did everything. So there's no concern in this area at all. The next area, the gross motor, he did well there. Also, he scored 50 out of 60. The two areas that he scored as sometimes was jumping with two legs. Most of the time he would jump with one leg, so he would hop instead of jump. The other one was going up the stairs on one foot only. He would put both feet on the stair instead of moving to the next one. But that also is no major concern. He still scored well. Fine motor, he had two areas that were not developed yet. The one was drawing a vertical line after his mother. He kept drawing more of a half circle or a horizontal line. And the other one was drawing a circle after his mother. He was unable to do that as well. His mother told me he would rather sit and cut something or play with his cars than sit and color. The problem solving, Max also did well in. He was able to recognize himself in the mirror, build a tower with blocks. He recognized the half-drawn picture as a snowman. His score was 60 out of 60. The personal social, he did well also. He did 50. He scored 50 out of 60. The two areas that he scored sometimes in were putting on his coat and dressing himself in loose clothing. His mother told me that she dresses him for the most part, and together we came to the conclusion that he needs to learn to dress himself at this point because he has grown to be dependent on his mother in this area. And she agreed that, yes, she does need to let him do these things on his own. She wasn't concerned really, but she mentioned that Max speaks two languages and that because of that, his ability to communicate is not as high as other kids in that same age group. He mixes up the two languages sometimes, which makes it a bit harder for him to communicate at this point. But I do know out of my own experience that the children outgrow this and they will come to the point where they will keep the two languages completely different, separate from each other, and they will not mix them up. So that is no concern either. So overall, he scored really well. He was in the upper category of the questionnaire. There was no real concern in any of the areas. The research I did stated that there is variation amongst the children in some of the areas, and that is quite normal. There is nothing to be concerned about. As far as the biopsychosocial dimensions, Max showed more strength than barriers in his development. He has a very stable environment at home. His parents are always there and they seem to give him the constant care that he needs. He is very social. He's adapting well to the changes. He will start kindergarten soon and he plays well with other children. There are no worries whatsoever. So I have no further recommendations for any interventions. and I believe his development is within the category he's supposed to be in. Thank you.